Alright, so for our next video, we will continue with our animations. This time we are doing a dilation in the coordinate plane. And if we go to the PowerPoint slide on the left, I've set up an image I grabbed from the web, and I'm going to make it larger by a factor of 3. I've centered it at the origin, and the dilation, if you're working with it dilating at the origin, it's very easy to do. You just have to increase the distance. So when I multiply by 3, I see that each edge of the ball is 2 away from the origin. When I'm done, each edge of the ball should be 6 away from the origin. So this one's pretty easy to do. We're just going to make copies of each slide. So we'll right click and duplicate. And now I'm going to increase the size of the ball to just go past 2 a little bit. Okay, so we will duplicate the slide again. Click on the ball. Let's make the ball just go a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit right, and a little bit left. So I've increased the size in all directions. I'll duplicate this again, and we'll keep repeating this process until we get all of the edges of the ball at 6, because that would meet our dilation factor of 3. So now we see we have the ball growing from a radius of 2 to a radius of 6 on the coordinate plane. We've finished our scale factor of 3. I'm going to go back up to the top. I'm just going to use my keyboard down arrow to see how this transition looks. Looks like that ball is coming straight for us. And now we're going to do like we did in our other animations. We're not going to choose the first slide, but the second slide. And that's our first animation slide. We're going to hold down our Shift key and click on the second to last slide. This highlights everything in between. And now we're going to go to our menu and choose Transition. All the way on the right side, take out the check for on mouse click and put in the check for after. And we want it for after 1/100th of a second. We hit Enter. And now we can go to Slideshow, play from start. The first slide doesn't have a transition, so you have to hit a key on your keyboard to start it. And then it stops on the last one because we didn't put a transition there. So we have our animation here. This was with an image I got off of Google. I removed the background from the image. There's another video that I posted on how to remove backgrounds using PowerPoint. PowerPoint has the ability to do that as well. And I put it in here with the background cleaned from the image. Now we want to hit escape to get out of the PowerPoint preview, and we want to export this now. Go to File and Export, and we're going to choose MP4. We want the checkbox next to timing, and we want the second spent on slides without a set timing to be set to 2, and we hit Export. At the bottom of the PowerPoint is our progress bar. When that gets done and disappears, the movie will be done and on your desktop. So that's done. Go to my Finder. I'm going to click on Desktop. In my dilation video where it says .mp4, I'll open that up. I'm going to hit play. And there it was. So we see that the first 2 seconds is spent on the title screen. So I'm going to hit play again. Notice the title screen is there for 2 seconds. Then the animation goes pretty fast because we set each slide to 1/100th of a second. And then it stops the last slide for a 2-second, so the movie just doesn't end and go to a black screen. But this is our output video. And again, our goal is to take all of the different animation tutorials and we're going to put it together into one project.